What I'm slowly learning about marketing, and particularly when you start off in marketing, is that the smaller the problem that you're looking to solve, the more likely you are going to be able to get someone's attention and start those all-important conversations, which is what this is all about for me at this stage. One thing that's becoming clear for me is that I'm still struggling a little bit with the broad approach of my old way, which was purchasing leads through bark.com, and the specificity that's going to be required to cut through all the noise and start conversations in a brand new way. So today I want to talk about how my mindset is slowly starting to shift, and I want to share exactly where I'm at the moment. If you found yourself struggling with productivity and getting things done, my 5-minute daily planning and continuous improvement checklist may be exactly what you've been looking for. It's been specifically designed to help you identify what's most important for you and to help you start building momentum that builds up over time. If this sounds interesting, simply let me know and I'll shoot it straight through, no strings attached. Hello and welcome back to the From Zero to Marketing Hero podcast. I'm Paul Heron. I'm a life coach and entrepreneur with over 2 decades experience developing and optimizing processes and systems in the corporate world. Over the last 5 years, I've been applying these proven principles to my own small business with huge success. Now I'm dedicated to helping other entrepreneurs just like you see the value in creating your very own reliable, repeatable systems that you can trust as the foundation of your success. This podcast is my latest effort at pushing myself out of my comfort zone. For the last 5 years, I've predominantly outsourced all my marketing, and I recently decided that this is the year that I'm going to finally get my head around how this all works. The goal is to create, post, upload a podcast episode every single day to not only document my journey, but to give you an insight into how my coaching principles are applied in real life. So without any further ado, let's get into today's episode. Okay, so today I just want to quickly go through a little breakthrough that I had myself over the last week or so, and it flows into the marketing strategy that I'm trying to employ or trying to move towards. So it's this idea of broad problems versus super specific problems. And in my old way of attracting clients, or technically still my current way until I find the skills to be able to move beyond this, but the method I use at the moment is through a service where I can buy leads. I get very limited amount of information about who these people are, and I slowly try to start conversations. I slowly find out more about who these people are and the specifics of what they're actually looking for. And if it meets basic criteria, then I will try and get them into a sales call and eventually into my business. So it starts very vague, very broad. Hopefully I start a conversation and find out a little bit more. We get more and more specific. And if we're the right match, then we can form a partnership and start working together. Now, I've spoken over previous episodes about the pros and cons of using this service. It is something that has served me quite well, but it's a very reactive process. One of the core reasons for me taking on this challenge and really investing time into figuring this stuff out for myself is because as I evolve as a coach and as an entrepreneur, I want to be working specifically with the people that I enjoy working with, the people that really resonate with my message. And that's what this is all about. It's about starting conversations with that person. Now, my challenge to approaching this is that I've got this system that works. The old system works. Everything about it makes sense. And I'm trying to jump into the unknown, into something brand new that I have to think about from a completely different perspective. So the old system is very broad. It's reactive. It's people who have proactively themselves engaged in Google searches and the like, expressing an interest in working with a coach. I then get the opportunity to try and connect with them and narrow down into what they're looking for specifically. And moving away from this way of thinking is something that I'm finding a little bit challenging, if I'm completely honest. So why does the new approach, or why does the proactive approach to marketing need to be looked at in a different way? And while I'm still figuring a lot of this stuff out for myself, I guess the short answer is that a vague general message just is not going to cut through the noise. You're not going to get anybody's attention by trying to interrupt people's day with a vague message. It's just not going to work. So I guess the key distinction between the old way and the new way that I'm trying to make some strides towards is who is instigating it, who's initiating that contact. In the old way, it's the client themselves. These are, in theory, people who have already made a decision to work with a coach or to hire a coach. They're proactively seeking out the services of someone to work with them. With what I'm trying to do at the moment with my marketing efforts, it's the complete opposite way around. It's me that's instigating this message. It's me that's trying to put a message out to the world that I'm hoping will land with the right person. And for that message to have any chance at all of cutting through the noise and landing with the intended person, with my ideal client, it is going to have to talk really specifically to their problem or the thing that's top of their mind in that moment. So the new way, in my mind, the way that I'm thinking about it at the moment anyway, the new way might look something like this. It might be a very specific problem that I hope I might be able to provide some sort of solution that they might be able to apply, and it only take them 10 minutes or so to have a little tiny small win. Or it might give me that opportunity to really have something specific land with them that might enable that initial conversation to be started. Then I can start to build a little bit of trust through the actual conversation itself. If I am able to provide a really small win to a small problem, it may lead into a bigger problem that might become apparent. And as I build trust and confidence through these conversations, then my hope is that it might give me the opportunity to potentially suggest that we move the conversation into a very similar type of sales call that I am already using with the old process. So I guess that's what I wanted to share today. Just this breakthrough that I had last week about the distinction between the old process starting broad, but that being okay because it was the client initiating it, to this new marketing approach that is needing to be very specific because I'm the one initiating that conversation. And I think that's a huge distinction to be aware of there. I can already see that this is something that is just going to continue to develop as I go through this process. As I've said in a few of these episodes, just me going through this process of recording, getting some of these thoughts and ideas out is tremendously beneficial. So I might leave this here for today. If you have any feedback, any comments, anything to add at all, please let me know. I've been trying to think through the best way for you guys to be able to reach out. I know that I've tried a few different approaches to this. I'm actually thinking the best place is potentially in our social media messenger platforms. I'm not sure how to get this yet, but I'm going to try and leave a link to both my Messenger and Instagram account in the show notes. There are links to my profiles over on my website, so you can head over there if you get stuck. If you have been having some challenges with your productivity, my 5-minute daily planning and continuous improvement checklist has been specifically designed to give you a boost and to get you making progress on the things that truly matter to you. There's a checklist, there's a bit of additional information, but I've also got a 5-minute video there that sort of guides you through it and shows you how to use it and how to get the most of it. It's completely free. All you need to do is let me know and I will send it straight through. And finally, if you're getting value from the podcast, I would really appreciate you taking a moment to hit that subscribe button. It really does go a long way in helping me share the show with a wider audience. And until tomorrow, I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye for now.